Welcome all of you to our channel. Thank you for watching. Neighbors tried to label me a prostitute because I was sexually active. I lived in Melbourne, Australia for about a year, from 2013 to 2014. There I met a gorgeous same-sex couple, Brian and Derek. They were both bisexual. They lived in the same building as me on the floor directed above mine. I soon entered into a sexual relationship with both of them. We would have threesomes and sometimes gangbangs. Besides the awesome sex, I also became really good friends with them and we were still in touch. It was tons of fun for all involved. Among my neighbors were a middle-aged couple with 2 children. They lived right across the hallway from me and were quick to trust us after seeing Brian and Derek exiting my apartment early in the morning on more than one occasion. The woman Karen asked me in the elevator what I was doing with those 2 gays. I politely told her it was none of her business. When he kept on pestering me, I told her, "If you must know I'm friends with benefits with them, now leave me alone." I still remember the look of shock on her face. I don't think he expected me to reply so pleasantly. When I told Brian and Derek about this, they shared their own experience in dealing with them. This couple was rather homophobic too and had tried to talk to the property manager about the facts moving into a building with families and children. They were told to fuck off, just not in so many words, but anytime either or both of these guys were in the elevator with them, so ran into them in the parking lot. The husband, let's call him Todd, would stand between them and his kids were giving Brian or Derek angry looks. Must have been trying to prevent their kids from catching the gay. In the weeks that followed, the entire couple continued to give me the stink eye anytime they saw me. I just smiled back at them sweetly, which pissed them off even more. On one occasion, their teenager daughter said good morning to me and tried to make small talk before her mother dragged her away by the arm while berating her for talking to that woman. Interestingly, the kids seemed very well behaved and nice, and I truly felt sorry for them. My next door neighbors, another couple with kids with whom I got along very well, later told me that I.M. had tried to get them to file a noise complaint against me. Since I shared a wall with that family, they could probably hear all the ungodly noises. They should complain in order to protect their children. The nice couple told them they would do no such things, as I had never bothered them, and they had never heard any such noises coming out of my apartment. One night, Brian, Derek, and I decided to have a foursome that would involve the 3 of us and Brian and Derek's friend Dean. The next morning, Dean asked if he could come back to my place with me, as it was a Sunday morning and Dean was hotter than hell. I agreed. As he and I were walking down the hallway to my place, Karen was just getting out of hers. She saw Dean and I smiling and talking and his arm around my waist and approached me, asking angrily if I was being a hoe and selling my body. I told her she was insane and asked her to kindly fuck off. Later that day, I received a call from the property manager. She wanted to let me know that Karen and Todd had complained that I was a prostitute and that was dangerous for their children to be in the same building as me. They told her in great detail about how I was bringing home different men. The property manager had gotten to know Brian and Derek quite well and had an inkling that I was friends with them. So she contacted them and they told her all about the crazy behavior and accusations, and that the man they had seen me with was a mutual friend. There was no prostitution going on. The property manager dissuaded from filing any sort of false complaint against me, as it could cause a world of trouble for them. I thanked that kind lady and later had a good chuckle over it all with the Brian and Derek. The blatant harassment from Karen and Todd had stopped, but of course, the hateful looks continued. On one occasion, when we were in the elevator together, Karen made a pathetic attempt at shaming me by condescendingly asking me if I was going to have any man over that night. What she didn't realize is that shame about my promiscuity is something I'm entirely incapable of feeling. I proceeded to tell her in great detail about all the sex acts I was going to engage in that evening. I mean, she's the one who asked, right? After this fun little interaction, she and her husband avoided me completely. Good times. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like, share video, and leave your comments below. See you guys on the next episode.